Forgive me if my voice sounds hoarse or odd. My hearing's a little off. I was on stage, a very small one, and I think the amplifiers really did a number on my goddamn hearing because it's such a compact area. But enough about my life. Let's get on about this Destiny hoopla. The story dropped on, I believe, Thursday, right around Thanksgiving. Perfect timing for it to kind of fly under the radar for the most part. Destiny had a hidden XP throttling feature, or as they call it, XP scaling. It's a lot like 4K on the Xbox One. It's all phony bullshit, but they'll tell you it's 4K in your face. Just like this XP. Apparently players were being told they were getting this certain level of XP for their bright engrams that they actually weren't getting. Talk about completely and utterly mischievous. Completely lying to people's faces. And this is simply because I'm pretty sure Activision, Bungie, whatever the fuck, Activision Blizzard, this is because they know that their player base is predominantly console gamers, and the people who really enjoy Destiny enjoy mediocrity. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it's a very mediocre game in the terms of what it's supposed to be. It's like an MMO, but it's not an MMO. It's an MMO for people who really don't want to bother with reading a lot of shit and getting immersed in a whole backstory of a country and world and why these things are happening. It's baby's playset MMO. Fuck you, Gundam! All jokes aside, most of the people who are really into Destiny don't really give a fuck. They're kind of casual gamers. They just want to get on, they play with their friends on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. They play for a bit, they have their laughs and goofing around, and then it's over. Like, they don't really care any more than that. They believe they're getting their engram points. They're not the types that are going to actually get upset about game companies fucking up, you know? Like, as much as you or me or Jim Sterling, who the fuck ever bitches about EA with Battlefront 2, there's still people who went out and bought Battlefront 2 despite all of this. There's still people playing Battlefront 2. There's still people Twitch streaming Battlefront 2, putting up crazy kill streaks with Boba Fett because I got all the best star cards, because they don't give a fuck. They don't mind being jerked off and lied to. They don't mind just being exploited because they're there for their instant gratification, and that's all they give a fuck about. But there are a select few of people who come against this. Energizer X, once again, Reddit proving that you'd think game companies would learn from Reddit. You'd think they'd learn that, alright, there are people on fucking Reddit that will sit here and check our shit for corn. And we better not have that corn because we're going to get exposed. No, they haven't learned yet, and they may never learn. Energizer X spent a week of his life with his clanmates basically trying to figure out the XP gains for Destiny. It turns out from what I'm reading on his spec sheets and so on and so forth that if you tried to earn a lot of XP real quick, fast succession, a lot of chain attacks, all this other bullshit, from what I was reading, I don't really know much about Destiny. I played the beta and I was like, I'm out. But anyway, if you go through it and you're trying to grind that XP, the longer you grind and the faster you do it, the less you get. But the game tells you you're getting your full XP. The only point where he didn't notice a major XP drop is when he killed some enemies one at a time and then let the chain stop and then kill another enemy, let the chain stop, and so on. Basically, this whole thing was designed to skew people towards paying for bright engram points, you know, and honestly, I could see how. It's funny, really. Basically, they set up the XP system to fuck over people that are at the end game, busting their chops, grinding away God knows how many hours a day, just trying to get those extra engram points. To basically get you kind of like, God, I've been playing this for 8 hours, I really want to get this new piece of shit. I guess I could just buy a couple of... That fucking cat. I guess I could buy a couple engram points. You know, it wouldn't hurt. Let's see how much it is. I mean, basically, it was a system designed to push people towards microtransactions. How come it never stops? When is it ever enough? Destiny is the fastest selling game that sold the most copies in 2017, and it was only out for like 2-3 months. It's the best selling game of the year. And still, they want more of your fucking money, to the point of where they lie to your face about the goddamn XP you're getting, just in hopes that they could get you to buy some microtransactions. The Destiny devs, Bungie, did pop up and put out some sort of basically bullshit, sorry, we didn't, I just read it to you because I can't. We've seen the community discussion around the XP gains and Destinies, and after reviewing the data, we agree the system is not performing the way we'd like it to. How the fuck do you guys miss their system fucking up when you're in control of it? How do you miss that? They didn't miss a fucking thing. They knew what they were doing. They had their orders and they followed them. You know, there's no way you put out this game for months and all of a sudden, Oh, one person took the time to check this out. Looks like something went wrong. Whoopsie. We're gonna roll it back right now. We agree with you guys. This is fucked. Today we like to describe what's going on under the hood. It would have been nice if you did that from the first place, you know. And then you wouldn't have to have people expose you for pushing them towards microtransactions. And talk to you about expected tours, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I'm not even reading all this bullshit because it's basically PR jerk-off time. Okay, here's what it really says. You caught us. Alright. The system we have here isn't cool. We know that it told you something other than what it actually did. But to make up for it, we fixed it. We turned it completely off. At the flip of a switch, they could do this. It's almost as if they knew. They knew at some point maybe they'd get caught. And the second they did, they flip a switch. It's over. Everybody's like, yay, Bungie cares. They're doing better than Activision. Thank you, Bungie. You really give a shit to say sorry for a system you put in place, damn well knowing it existed and pretending it didn't exist while misguiding me and lying to me. But then the second someone smarter than me figured out that you were bullshitting me, you guys really stepped up and said you're sorry for trying to cheat us and you fixed it. Good guy, Bungie. They're better than EA. Fuck this. I'm glad I didn't buy this shit. Another piece of shit. And the sad thing is, people will forget. Is already being forgotten. People are already saying how great Bungie is for doing this. It's weird. It's totally weird. It doesn't make any sense. It's the equivalent of some guy fucking your girlfriend and then you catch him and then he goes, you got me, Cody. I was fucking Jessica for this past 3 months, but now that you caught me, we're gonna stop this. I'm really sorry about it. I value our friendship, you know, because we've been best buds for a while now, ever since the last Destiny game, which came out a year or two ago. So we've been buds for 2 years, but now that you caught me on this, you know, I'm gonna man up and I'm gonna say I'm sorry and it won't ever happen again. And you're like, I love you, David. You know, it's cool that you came out about this. It's really respectable. You're not like that asshole Jesse who kept fucking my girlfriend behind my back. You're cool, dude. Granted, I'm not saying everybody who plays Destiny bought microtransactions, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were a couple people who got tired of grinding for like fucking 5-6 hours every day or every other day, or a couple hours every week with their friends to not get what the fuck they want and then just go, okay, fuck it. I'll pony up some cash for this fucking engram points. No, I saved some funny shit. Somebody linked me this on Twitter. Somebody posted up, this is great here. This is like fucking funny. Jesse Cox post, just when I thought no one could get worse than EA, Activision comes along. And he posts up that Activision researching microtransaction tricks to sell in-game currency and items. Somebody who works at Bungie then writes, you won't find this functionality in our games, including Destiny or Destiny 2. And then they get exposed for this shit. Technically, you know, you could say it's not exactly the same mechanism, but it's a variation of it. It really is. You're not going to find this cheap tactic to get you to buy microtransactions. We have a whole different one in place that you don't even know about, you stupid bitch. We'll get your money, faggot. I mean, with all the shit Destiny has done to basically fuck over the player base, even taking free mechanics of the game and then putting them behind a paywall or making them a one-time use only, dyeing your armor. Oh, you only could dye in one piece of your armor. Get out there, go get another piece. Fuck nut. If you like Destiny, good for you, I guess. But frankly, Destiny is not that great of a game to be pulling these sort of shenanigans. But then again, it's the best-selling game of 2017, so they could do whatever the fuck they want, I guess, right? You make the money, you make the rules. No, you don't have to rate, comment, subscribe this, because it's just pathetic. It's sad, really. It just seems like the gaming industry is just... It's like a snake oil salesman, man. Every time you turn around, it's like some other big company, some big AAA game is trying to find a way to manipulate you into buying something with real world money. It's not enough you bought the game. It's not enough they have the best selling game of the year. They gotta find something else. And it just doesn't stop. EA, Activision, and pretty soon we're gonna be bitching about Red Dead Redemption 2. We are. Take-Two told you to your face. People like, Take-Two, you're gonna put microtransactions in all the rest of your games? And then the fucking CEO looks at you and goes, you fucking right, we did it. What the fuck are you gonna do? Complain? Fuck you, faggot. I know you'll buy the game. Eat my asshole. And then the console gamer's like, your ass tastes as good as the last time I played the Wild West, sir. But for real, we'll be bitching about Red Dead Redemption real soon, man. They'll probably like keep it to just like in-game shark cards or some shit. I don't know what they call them. Probably like shark bars, because it'll be like gold bars or some bullshit. And you can buy the most expensive race horses and cattle cars and gold guns and all this other bullshit. Maybe you can own a really nice saloon and shit like that. I don't know what the fuck I don't know how they're gonna like turn that into a microtransaction world, but they'll find a way, baby. They'll find it. They can't be outdone by EA and Activision. Take-Two's got to get their microtransaction mitts in there as well. They've got to try and pull in as much money as possible before, you know, microtransactions in games are called gambling or mischievous in some fucking way, and they get fucked out of being able to use them as badly as they do with the ESRB or something. But anyway, I'm out of here. Fuck it. Rate, comment, subscribe if you so choose to. If not, to hell with it, dude. This ain't my best video. This ain't even good news. I'd like to talk about some good fucking news in the gaming industry. Fuck. If you decide to follow me, thank you very much, because each one of you that does follow me makes my voice louder in an industry full of paid fucking corporate shills and apologists. You know, this is what YouTube is now. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but nobody stuck around this long. So this is only for the people who give a shit. Basically, YouTube, you got the big YouTubers that get free shit all the time from companies, and they pretty much got, you know, they're in. I mean, I know a lot of people like Linus, but remember when Linus called out the fucking Intel Extreme CPUs, the i9s, and all the other crap that was made to compete with Ryzen at the last minute? Remember when he actually showed some gumption and said how fucked it was? And then the second, you know, Intel got a whiff of it, they gave him a little talking to. And Mr. Linus talked about how great the Intel CPU was. And at the end of the video, you saw him go, "It's just great." And he had the most saddened smile on his fucking face, like somebody had a gun pointed at his mother's fucking head off camera. And now they're talking about how great the Xbox One is by choosing, why would you get a 1050 Ti to compete with the Xbox One X? You could probably move a fucking better graphics card for around the same price as a 1050 Ti, or a little bit more. You know, like a 390X or 290X. But you know, I'm on a whole different fucking thing. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for this. Please forgive me. I'm half deaf and I'm slightly pissed off. I apologize. I'm leaving now. I understand if you never want to see me again, Becky.